There's one thing on everyone's mind today, this beautiful weather. Thank you for joining us on Channel 2 News at 6. I'm Claudine Ewing. With summer-like conditions, a lot of people are getting outdoors and some are starting to plan out their gardens. 2 on your side's Liz Lewin joins us now. We're hearing from experts. What tips do they have if you want to get your hands dirty?
I know, it's such a beautiful day out there, Claudine. Certainly a nice change of pace, I'll say that. As I headed to work today, it was so great to see people outside soaking up the sun, whether that was at the park or, of course, in your own backyards. So we stopped by Adams Nursery in Lancaster to see what's already in bloom and also to see how people are kicking off their spring cleaning. Also, we've got a few tips to share with you as you head towards those summer gardens. So here's the first thing to keep in mind. While the temperatures are nice right now, the cold temperatures are going to start creeping back in on Tuesday. So while today might be a great day to start cleaning up, like mulching, fertilizing, getting your beds ready, as far as planting goes, employees at Adams Nursery say you might want to hold off on that for a bit. So some things to keep in mind here. Now is a good time to remove any of those dead annuals that remained over the winter. As for planting new ones outdoors, it is a little early for that. So if you do, you want to make sure that you watch them carefully until, of course, the weather gets a bit more consistent. The other option, of course, is hanging them indoors. Shrubs are pretty safe right now, so you can start getting those in the ground. Same goes for fruit trees and other trees of sorts. As for those beautiful hanging baskets, which are my favorite, they're a good time to hang as long as the weather is nice. But again, as soon as the weather starts to drop, you're going to want to think about covering them or just bringing them in.
You can probably start doing some of your grass seed too, and your fertilization, your pre-emergence, and your crabgrass preventing now too. Every year is different for us here. The last 2 seasons we had an early and beautiful April and spring, and it was warm and people got stuff out early. This year we're getting still the cold temperatures in April where we're going to get 30s and stuff, so we're going to have one of those. Probably we could have snow in May. We have to watch.
Yikes, snow in May. All right, well, Dole says they will likely have a full house of annuals by Mother's Day, so that's something to keep in mind if you are heading out shopping and you just haven't found what you're looking for yet. And here's another thing, Claudine, timing as far as planting goes is important because you've got to remember inflation is also likely going to affect the prices of those plants and flowers that you love so much. So you want to make sure you're getting the best bang for your buck, and to do that, you want to make sure that you're planting them at a time where you can watch them fully bloom. Reporting here in the studio, Liz Lewin, Channel 2 News.